Hi everyone, so today we're going to be doing homemade fruit scones, and as always if you want the recipe for these you'll find it in the description box below. The ingredients you'll need for these scones are 225 grams of self-raising flour. Now you can use plain flour and baking powder if you want to. 50 grams of butter. I've left this at room temperature just for about an hour, it makes it easier to work with. 25 grams of caster sugar, 50 grams of raisins, 1 egg beaten and 100 millilitres of milk. That's just semi-skim milk. The first thing you need to do is grease and line a baking tray and preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, gas mark 7. In a mixing bowl we're going to sieve in the flour. And we're going to add in the butter. Then you need to put your hands in and just work the butter into the flour. You want it to resemble breadcrumbs once it's all mixed in. This only takes a couple of minutes. It does get rather messy though. And you can see that's starting to look like breadcrumbs now. There we go, I think that's fine. Then we're going to stir in the caster sugar, the raisins, or sultanas, whatever you're using. I'm just going to give that a little stir with a wooden spoon. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the beaten egg into the milk. Then I'm going to keep a tiny bit of this left over at the end because you want that to just brush over the tops of your scones so that they go golden when they're cooking. So just leave a little bit out at the end. I'm just going to leave that tiny bit in the bottom. Then mix the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. You may need to get your hands in at the end just to form it into a dough. We're going to roll the scone dough out on a floured surface, and you want it to be about 2 centimetres thick, which is about ½ inch. And I'm now going to start cutting out the scones. They don't have to be perfect. In fact, sometimes I think when they're not perfect, they look better because they look a bit more rustic. You will need to roll the mixture out more than once. This mixture makes approximately 12 scones. And then we're just going to take the little bit of milk and egg that we had left over earlier and just brush the tops to make them golden brown when cooking. And you only need a tiny bit of milk and egg for this. There we go. Now we're going to put these in the oven for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. So here's our scones now, fresh out of the oven, lovely and golden brown as you can see. And these need to cool on a wire rack. So here they are, fresh out of the oven. These are going to be absolutely delicious with jam and cream. As always, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.